Welcome to yet another Petit computer tutorial. This is going to be kind of a run-of-the-mill tutorial about your basic inputs, outputs, and control loops and flow structure. So, first, the subroutines. You usually use an @ symbol to describe them. So I'd say my sub for any kind of subroutine I want. You can name them anything. So, point 1, you can name them anything. Subroutines. Next, the return command. You need this return command right here typed into any subroutine you're going to have in your code. That means that if you have code which will be using gosub and not goto, you need return. Keep in mind that one important thing can happen, which is an error, and that error is this. It'll say return without gosub. I'll show you what I mean. If I were to just type return here without any other code and run it like so, here's what happens. Return without gosub. That's because it's expecting gosub to have followed, to have come before the return command. So yeah, that's basically your subroutines. So let's set up a basic main loop here. We'll call it loop with an @ symbol, and then down here we'll put CLS. CLS is a command that clears the screen. Without it, your text will always end up staying on the screen. And we'll put go to loop here. So as you can see, we have loop, go to loop. So let's run that next. And it'll just infinitely loop forever with a black screen because we use CLS. No graphics, no sprites, nothing. Okay, so that's that. That's really easy, right? Now, what if you had like a control structure in your code that controlled the character or something? We'll name that CHR control. CHRCONTROL. And then we'll put a return down here. Okay, so this code doesn't do anything. All it does is tell it to jump back and forth. This is what we call template coding. Sometimes you can set up something that you know is going to be needed before you actually put your code in. This can make developing it easier. So now, you see this go to loop and CLS. Inside, between the loop and the go to loop is where you would want to put all your main code. If you were to put code after the go to loop, but before the care control, anything in here would not execute. It would all get skipped. So don't ever do that. So next, we're going to type gosub @CHRCONTROL. Gosub care control. Now what will happen is it starts at loop. This is the label. It tells it this is called loop. Then it runs the code in order going down. Then it finds gosub CGR. That's supposed to say CHR. Care control. Then it finds this. When it finds this on this line, it skips all of this temporarily. It goes down here and it does whatever commands are found inside of this. Then it finds the return command. The return command tells it go back to where you found the command. So the next line after the gosub is here. It starts on CLS because the other lines are blank. So after it gets there, it goes to CLS. Then it goes, it finds go to loop. Where is loop? Loop is up here. So wherever it can find what it's told to go to, that's where it'll start executing code from again. So these structures, all they are is they're just like basically directions or instructions about what to execute in what order. You can customize what to execute in what order in your program code. If you wanted the CLS to come before the gosub care control, you could even put it before that. It just depends on what you really want. And usually, typically in a program, you'll also want a Vsync 1. I think it's before the CLS. So here we have a Vsync 1 before the CLS. This will slow your program down a little bit. But yeah, if we run this, if we run it like this, it'll basically do nothing. Well, it's doing something, but it's not doing anything that you can see on the screen. So now for the next introductory command, we'll type print print quotation mark hello space world quotation mark, and then run. And there you have it. Hello world. That's it for this lesson. I'll try to put up more basic tutorials later. Thanks for watching.